CleverFarm Telematics works with the use of hardware units from Eurowag. We can look at telematics in two ways. First, we look at the map to see where the machine is currently located and its trajectory. We can monitor the movement of the machine in real time. Ideally, we observe the work of the machine on the parcel. Next, we can track the history of machines. We select a specific date or range from or to a machine or machines, possibly a driver, and confirm the filter. In the map at the moment, we can see the selected machines, their position and trajectory for the selected period, as well as basic information such as the last position and last movement. Secondly, we view the telematics data in the telematics section, where we find the so-called logbook of rides and drivers. This consists of evaluated data which will always be reflected the next morning. It can serve the user, for example, as clear classification of data as a basis for the payroll system. Here, the user sees the Drivers tab and Rides tab. The basic difference is that for drivers, its tracks are aggregated, whilst rides are detailed. Let's start with drivers. We select a specific date or custom dates. After clicking on the driver, we see several details and all the trips sorted according to the time periods that the given driver completed on the selected date. If we want to look at specific journeys of this driver in a certain time frame, click on this button indicating the filter. This actually takes us to the Driving tab with a specific driver filter. Here we see the exact time periods when the driver got into the machine and drove to the field XY, applied variable fertilization there, spent YX minutes there, then drove to the next field, applied fertilizer there again, drove to the next field, applied fertilizer there again, and so on. Here we see that the driver drove from one parcel to another and alternated between them. Therefore, a lot of data will be uploaded here. That is why these aggregated tracks were created, where the number of lines is reduced and the given parcel is only there once, even if the driver entered this parcel several times. Let's look at the detail of the operation. All data is saved here automatically. However, the user has the option to add some data. For example, the driver chips in with a delay. We can add users or connected devices here. So we have several pieces of data here, including the area of the parcel and the area on which the machine applied, for example, fertilizing or sowing. Next, we see the date, driver, machine, attachment equipment. These are typically mowers, spreaders, sprayers, etc. What is important is the width of the attached equipment. Based on this data, it is then calculated exactly on which area the machine or equipment was applied. Now we go back to the beginning, where we need to define individual drivers and machines. The user has the option to upload drivers here, that is the chips and the names of the drivers. The name of the drivers can be changed if, for example, the driver transfers the chip to another driver. You can edit each machine. It is important here to define the default production operation. Similarly, with the connecting device, here you need to define not only the production operation, but also its width. We detect connecting devices simply via the socket. So the driver connects the coupling device to the machine, and the user is automatically shown the machine and the coupling device in detail. In the activities, we can also see the registration of fertilizers and plant protection products. After clicking, we can look at the ride in detail and add a dose or active substance. All data from telematics are recorded in Agro Register records with the possibility of editing. If we see orange triangles in the activities, it means that this data was automatically sent here by telematics. This means that information about fertilizing, sowing, spraying, or for example dragging or other activities is automatically saved here.